We are live from our Abuja studio, bringing you stories shaping our nation from the corridors of power to the pulse of the people. Thanks for joining us on Midday News. We begin in the capital city of Abuja, where President Bola Tinubu is calling on the Nigerian editors to use their platform to promote national unity and strengthen democracy through responsible journalism. He made the call at the 2025 conference of the Nigerian Guild of Editors held at the State House in Abuja. Themed democratic governance and national cohesion, the role of editors. The gathering brought together key figures in government and the media to chart a new course for national dialogue and press freedom. The president admitted that Nigeria faces economic challenges, but said ongoing reforms are necessary to secure long-term stability and prosperity. He affirmed his administration's commitment to cooperation, trust, and shared understanding in nation building. President Tinubu also warned the media to ensure that their criticisms of government policies and actions is informed, fair, and constructive, aimed at building better Nigeria rather than undermining the nation. He concluded that while the government remains committed to securing the nation and sustaining economic stability, economic reforms alone cannot build a nation. Joining us via Zoom is the president of the Nigerian Guild of Editors, Eze Anamba. Thanks for joining us. Press freedom remains a recurring topic at these gatherings. How free is the Nigerian media today in real terms?
Well, relatively free, but you know that there's no absolute freedom anywhere. We are constrained by issues of national security and what I mentioned yesterday about also survival, and all this impact on delivery, on our performance. A struggling media house who is struggling to be, for instance, the newspaper that I'm involved with, to come out on the street, to be published daily, it's a huge, huge challenge today. Leadership is dwindling, advice taking dwindling. So don't let us deceive ourselves. This impacts on professionalism, on delivery. So legally you can say we are free, which I can't stand here now and say we are not free enough to be professional. We are. But other issues also affect performance, also affect our delivery, also affect our professionalism.
Okay, what steps are editors taking to balance press freedom with responsibility and ethical journalism?
Well, editors, don't forget, are also employees of, they say, who pays the piper, he takes the tune. And I'm not also mindful of the fact that some publishers have political bias. But the beautiful thing about it is that the democratization of the media these days, in this market of different interests, media interests, you find the truth. Newspaper A can have bias for, let's say, party A. Newspaper B will have bias for party B. And Newspaper C will have bias for party C. But in the midst of that, you'll have some parties, some newspapers or media, TV or radio stations that are political. So in all of this, there's a truth will emerge. So it's not the role of the editors is to, at all times, appear to be professional, appear to deliver their products within professional limit. That's the best way I can put it. Because again, I cannot stand there and tell you that the editor is absolutely professional. They say he who pays the piper, he takes the tune. So if I'm working for a paper that has a sponsor, from a particular interest, my paper will not work against that interest. So let's be quite honest about it.
Okay.
But that is why we should always remind ourselves that professionalism is the way to go.
Okay.
We need these constant reminders, no matter where we belong.
Yeah, you spoke about bias, and I want to ask you this. How do you see the relationship between the media and government institutions evolving, especially in this digital era?
Listen, in the world over, the media and government can never be friends. They should never be friends, actually. Because if the media starts being friendly with government, we'll lose our focus, we'll lose the core given us by Section 22 of the Constitution, that we should hold the government to account. We should disagree to agree or agree to disagree on issues. That is the way we can be properly addressed as the fourth estate of the realm. Democracy cannot grow when we all share the same interests. No, there should be disagreement. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing with government. Government can be right, we can be wrong, or we can be right. Government will be right. We can be wrong, government will be right. That is the way we should roll.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, President, Nigeria Guild of Editors, AZ Hanaba. Thank you for your time on the news.